Samurai Jack is back, and not only is it back, but it's back on Adult Swim Toonami. And immediately after hearing that information, there's a certain expectation that builds around that. At least for me, after hearing that a new season of Samurai Jack was going to premiere on Adult Swim Toonami, I didn't want it to be exactly like the old Samurai Jack, but I definitely wanted the elements of the old Samurai Jack to be incorporated into this new series. And at the same time, I wanted it to have more mature content and maybe explore certain things that it couldn't do previously on Cartoon Network. And after watching this first episode, I honestly gotta say that I thought it was phenomenal. I really couldn't have asked for anything more out of this first episode of Samurai Jack. I guess the first thing I should say is that the violence in this new Samurai Jack is more explicit and brutal than it was previously, which should be an obvious expectation, but I'm just happy to see that they actually capitalized on that. The old Samurai Jack definitely had its fair share of violence, but this Toonami series goes all the way with it, man. Seriously, this is like Samurai Jack 2.0, and the animation is much more crisp. Crisp animation combined with violence rid of all barriers results in tense action fight sequences that do a terrific job at immersing you into the world. But what I think I liked the most about this first episode is the amount of depth that it had. The writers were able to establish a very dark but creative depth to its story and characters. This story is set in the near future, and it reveals a certain element about Jack's character that adds a very dark but interesting layer to him. The new characters that we get introduced to are awesome. I found them to be well thought out and creatively written in terms of their personalities and abilities. And the aura that's conveyed and established about the villain character Aku was effectively done and adds depth to Aku and the new upcoming characters. And the depth written for the story and characters involve mature concepts intended for mature audiences, which is something that I really appreciate out of this new Samurai Jack series. I also absolutely loved the fact that this is intentionally nostalgic. They kept some old elements and utilized them in the new series. Like they decided to keep the widescreen format style for certain scenes. And, best part of all, is that they decided to keep the old iconic Samurai Jack theme song. You know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's nice. So as I said earlier, I couldn't have asked for anything more from this new Samurai Jack series. It upped the ante with its animation and its violence, and it establishes and introduces interestingly dark, mature concepts within the story and its characters. So I would most certainly recommend Samurai Jack fans and non-Samurai Jack fans to check out this new series. So that's what's on my mind about the new Samurai Jack. Have you seen the new Samurai Jack episode? If you have, comment below and let me know what you think about it. And as always, thank you so much for checking out this video. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the Misfit Pond channel so you can be updated on more content similar to this.